college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky in Bowling Green. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Hilltoppers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bulldogs offense will take the field first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Makes the grab right on the sideline, but he's out of bounds, and they're going to lose yardage.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. It's good. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hilltoppers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. Across the 45. Turning it on. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Here's the handoff. Shows him the stiff arm. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Line getting set on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looking to throw again. Got his man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to barge in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Oh, the offense just trying to outflank the defense with a little push pass to a speedy wide receiver and see if they can get him on the perimeter, but just too much speed and awareness on the defensive side of the ball. Now sets up fourth down.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the one on fourth down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, WKU.
I think most coaches from the 1-yard line. Nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Bannon. Here's a heat. And down he goes, trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. Georgia sends out the punt team. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Look out, he's got room. Got the first down, looking for more. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on 1st down. And wings it incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. Ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Let's go! He leaves it with his back. Can't get him to the ground. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes when you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The Hilltoppers now try to cash in on this big opportunity created by the defense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Back to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going for it all. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Now the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. on the option. He'll toss it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man all by himself. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. They'll run it from the gun. Makes one man miss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Hilltoppers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense set for a first down play. Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. The quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Topper. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers grow all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Carolina. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The run from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give. Breaks the tackle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
It's a reverse. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
A lot of times you have these guys start, these wide receivers, they're game breakers, and you want to find ways to give them the football, whether it be screens, whether it be jet sweeps. Just find ways to give him the football because he can get 5 yards in a hurry when you need those plays, and especially when you want to mix it up on the defense and keep them guessing.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. On his feet at the 40. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
To the air, it's Bannon. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going for 6. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Oh, he's got a chance. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations.
There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air. It's Bannon. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Gain of 19 on the play.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at L.T. Smith Stadium.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Got enough for the 1st down. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield, it's Bannon. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. Working that left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They're setting up the screen. Powers through the defender. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Virginia Tech picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Frank Beamer built there in Blacksburg, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 35 to North Carolina. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Wants to go up top. Right on the money. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And the Hilltoppers are marching down the field. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he'll be brought down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up third down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Off play action on 1st down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking left. Makes the grab. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
And if I'm the running back, I'm like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Looking for a man. It's Bannon. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run the counter. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the 1st half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the 2nd half.
Right back to the well. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back to throw, it's Bannon. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Georgia! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters. In the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. Fresno State dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. A busy day in the Mountain West and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Flips it out on the screen. On the move at the 30. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He's got him. Shakes off the defender. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last two plays.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets it out fast. Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do